All right. What is happening, guys? We are back. If you're on the live stream, I apologize, it dropped off. If you're just joining us, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the replay. If you're coming on the replay, just comment replay. If you're coming on live, if you're still here live, if it dropped you off and then you're coming back on, just comment live so that I can see you. I apologize. Zoom kicked me out of the new Facebook live preview. So if you use Zoom to live stream into Facebook, don't use the new Facebook preview. That did not work. But tonight we're talking about the launches that made Healthy Funnel and got us from zero to almost $500,000 in revenue. We're going to dive in because we just got to get started because we don't have that much time. Tonight is date night, y'all. We're going to go see a movie. And if I am not done by like 7 my time on the dot, I don't want angry looks from Sarah. So let's dive into this, y'all. All right. These launches are the ones that we're calling entry-level launches, okay? Tonight is all about, it's part 1 of 3. This whole series is pulling back the curtain on all the launches that we've done as a business, starting from scratch. Will and I are physical therapists. We are not classically trained digital marketers. And so the things that you're going to see came from us simply observing other people, seeing how they did it, and implementing. Like, honestly, that's how we figured this stuff out. So you can observe what we're doing, implement it, and get the results that you guys want. I mentioned earlier before the live stream cut off that this whole thing for me is about time control and time freedom and being able to work when I want, to be able to help people in the way that I want and be compensated how I feel like I should be fairly compensated in order to serve people at a massive value level. This is what we want for you guys. So hopefully you can see me. Facebook won't load for me, so I can't tell if we're actually live or not. Hopefully we are. Who knows? There we go. All 12 of you are back on here again. Awesome. Y'all rock. Thank you so much for bearing with us. This is imperfect action at its finest. Y'all know that we preach imperfect action always beats perfect inaction. And tonight, I really, really wanted to have slides prepared for you. I wanted it to be organized. I was going to draw stuff out. And because of tech and time constraints, I ended up not being able to do that. So what I want to ask you is if you want this put into a PDF format or something shorter, like cheat sheet-ish, comment PDF below, or if you would rather have this be part of like a mini course that we put together, comment course or something so that I know which you would prefer. At some point, we'll probably put this together in a really nice, organized way. I really want to, we're up in our YouTube status, y'all. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, go hit up YouTube because we're putting a lot of good stuff out and it's going to get ridiculous in 2020. But all right, we got so many people on live. Michelle is live. Jeremy is live. Avery is live. Will is back. Thank you, buddy. Tony says, dude, keep hoping you keep hopping around. I know. I am hopping around a lot lately, dude. We've been busy, man. Chris is live. Jeremy, thank you for seeing this. Jeremy says PDF. Avery says PDF. Brian says PDF. Will says mini course. Cool. This is something that we've already started talking about in Launch Code, which is our bigger program. We've already started doing a deep dive on these things, and we pull out the core principles of here's our launches, here's how you replicate it. I want to really challenge you tonight to look for how have we progressed as Healthy Funnel. What are the things that we're doing now that you can just bypass all the stuff we did for a year plus wrong and you can just implement now? Okay. I want you to pull out those lessons for yourself. I want you to see what is it that I should be doing, because tonight is all about entry-level launches. That means anything that's under $500 that we've done, we're going to uncover tonight. There are 5 of them. And I mentioned that there are 10 total launches that we've done, 10 products, 10 offers that we've put together that got us from 0 to 450,000. We'll cross the $500,000 mark over the next month or 2. And looking back, you can tell as we get into this, there are going to be a few products that like contain most of our revenue. And you'll look at that as we get through weeks 2 and 3 of this. And by the way, I'm going to do this will be a weekly series. We'll do another one next Monday, probably at the same time, about 8 p.m. Eastern. And then the following one, week 3, will be all of our flagship launches. So this is entry level. Next week will be our recurring revenue launches. And then week 3 will be our flagship launches. And we'll dive into our biggest flagship products that have really driven strongest revenue for us as a business. But tonight, all these entry level launches are the things that are going to get that did get us in the game, and the principles will get you into the game. And if this is something that you want help with, Will and I have a program. It's called Launch Code that walks people step by step through this. People are getting really cool results, and they're getting their very first launches up and running. It's just so cool to see people who feel like they're burned out and don't feel like they have other options, see that, oh, actually, I I can create value online. I can get paid online. And the whole goal of Launch Code is to get you through that first launch, like hand carry you through that first launch so that you can have the principles to keep doing it over and over. And that's what I want to really show you here. A business is not a single product. It is not made of a single launch, but a business can't happen, an income stream can't happen without the launch. So if you've been thinking of creating income for yourself online, please pay attention tonight. Pay attention to the principles that I show you. Pay attention to how we do what we do, and ask questions. I'll answer as many questions as I can get to tonight. And I just want you to know that you can do this. 3 years ago, I had no clue what I was doing. 3 years ago, I had never launched a product. 3 years ago, I did not have an audience. I was just barely starting a podcast. Literally, I hadn't even started the podcast yet. And in the past 3 years, we've been able to learn, how do we market online? How do we sell online? And how do we deliver online so that I can take care of my family without having to leave my home office? I can take care of my family working whenever I want. I can bring my wife home from working a job that she admittedly likes but didn't want to be at as much as she was. I can bring her down to working the amount of time that she wants to. All those things hinge on the skills that I'm going to show you tonight, the products that we show you tonight. And I want you to take notes and mirror the things that we do. Shout out, first of all, to Jeremy Sutton, who has done an amazing job of modeling what Will and I have done. Now, we've gotten lots of calls with Jeremy too, because he's just the man. But Jeremy's done an amazing job looking at, how did Alex and Will grow their group? Modeled it. How did Alex and Will launch their course? He modeled it. Now, we can help you do that faster in our program, Launch Code, or when you work with us one-on-one. But just know that the principles apply to you regardless of whether you're teaching digital marketing or Facebook ads. What we're teaching, it's universal principles. Okay, so let's dive into it. By the way, I want to know, as we're diving into our first deep dive here, who has been with us since very early on? Who's our 2017ers? When we opened the group, it was June 2017. Who's been with us from very, very early on? If you're one of the OGs, just put 2017 down below. I know a bunch of you right now who are on here, we're in there. I know a lot of you are newer, and I'm so glad that you're here. I know a bunch of you, though, have been with us since the very, very, very beginning. So this will be sort of a trip down memory lane. By the way, Chris says PDF should be fine. Whatever's easier for me. Sweet. Matt says, just subscribe, mate. Dude, Matt, thank you for subscribing on the YouTube channel. It's called Healthy Funnel. I appreciate you. Damon, what is happening, my man? Thanks for coming on. We got Andrew Moran on. Will Boyd remembers the Healthy Funnel podcast. Thank you, dude. It's still up and live. I still get downloads every single month. I haven't released an episode for 2 years. We still get 50 to 100 downloads of the podcast every month. I haven't talked about it forever. Will says, Taryn, this is a great place for you to start. Yes, Taryn, if you're coming on here. We got a bunch of people coming on. I love it. All right, let's dive in. Jeremy says, I owe y'all about 50K. Thank you, man. F. Scott says, I think I was there. Yes, you were, my man. Joel's live. Jeremy Sutton says 2017. Avery was there 2017. Stacy was there 2017. Tony was there in 2017. I love it. And massive shout out, Will says, to a bunch of our students who are killing it. Jordan and Max, Liz, Josh, David, Casey, Joseph, Kristen, so many people. Thank you guys so much for taking action. F. Scott says, San Antonio CSM. Yeah, I was running around like my hair was on fire, man. That was when everything started for me. All right, Marcus, you're a newbie. Thank you so much for coming on, man. This is baptism by fire here, all right? Here's what we're going to start with, okay? The format tonight is going to be, what's the product? There are 5 of them that we have to get through in the next 30 minutes, okay? So I've got about 5 minutes per product. We're going to blaze through this. The format is going to be, what's the story? Why did we launch the thing? Okay. Number 2 is, what's the funnel? What did it actually look like for people buying the product? Number 3, y'all wanted to know social media posts. So I'll show you the post. We'll have to do it very quickly, but I've got them all in folders. Number 4 is timing. How did the timing of those posts work out? Number 5 is validation. How did we validate the thing? And then number 6 is the offer. So I have a minute per thing. This is going to be funny. You guys ready for rapid fire here? Let's do this. All right. Number 1, we have our healthcare digital marketing success course. This is the very first course that Will and I launched. This was something that we started, healthcare digital marketing. And I think I'm going to spend just a little more time on this one because it's so important. We started healthcare digital marketing in June of 2017. We invited our first 100 people into it that were our close friends that we knew would want to be part of the content. And we just started giving valuable trainings. got to the point where June, July, August, we were growing. Then in September of 2017, Josh 40, who I don't know, Josh, if you're still on here, shout out to Josh. Someone tag Josh 40 if not, because this part was actually super integral. And I don't know if Josh remembers this, but Josh 40 made a 30-day content challenge in his group. And he challenged people to do 30 days of content, which I did. I remember sitting down late at night, planning out how I was going to do that content. And when I say late at night, it was like midnight, 1:00 at night. My wife was in bed. I don't usually stay up late. That's super late for me. And I was thinking, how would I create 30 days of content? And I simply sat down and said, what would I teach someone from start to finish for how to understand funnels, Facebook ads, and like marketing in general? Funnels and ads really was it. And this is the stuff that we'd already been doing. We'd made a lot of posts on this. And I just decided, well, I'm going to create like a free course for it, essentially. And I just outlined it. I still have the PDF where I outlined it. Still, like the posts are all still in this group. And I decided I would commit to 30 days of content. That 30 days of content for me on my end is what sparked my like fire for making this whole thing very real. And it pushed me to create content in a way that I had never done before. The depth had never been there before. The breadth had never been there before. And the creativity had never been there before. So I highly, highly recommend you start with the content challenge. That's why we have people start with a 14-day content challenge as the first part of launch code after they figure out who they're targeting. So that's where it started. And then as Will did this amazing content, I think it was 14 days of crushing content was what he called it. And so we had both done these live series and people just started saying, holy crap, this stuff's so good. Can you guys just like put this in a library for us? Ding. We had no clue how to sell products online yet, but we just knew that we had videos that people wanted us to put somewhere, and they told us that they were willing to pay for them. Someone who I remember very clearly telling me that they would just pay me for them was Jeremy Sutton, and he held true. He was like the first person to buy from us. Shout out to Jeremy. Thank you, man. But let's look at the launch for this first course, okay? So the signs were, what the thing that we did beforehand, massive content push, okay? I want you thinking about this. What do I need to do content-wise, okay? And then the signs for when it was time to do the launch was people were asking, hey, how can I pay you for all this value? The very first launch then, time-wise, let's open up. We're going to screen share here so that y'all can see it. Time-wise, here's what things looked like. So we're just going to share this. Boom, we're just going to go through this on a pretty quick level. November 5th, Will puts out a post and says, hey, we've been so pumped. We got something coming. It's behind the scenes, but we can't wait for it. A couple days later, Will starts doing content and he just mentions that, hey, Cyber Monday, something big's coming. Next, I do this post. It was huge. I sat down. I wrote this at Cameron Garber's office. Shout out to Cameron Garber. I got to tag you, Cameron. But I wrote this post. Y'all may have seen this post pop up in your news feed because it's still going live. It's ridiculous. Almost 2.5 years later, or over 2 years later, this post is still going live in the group. Took me like an hour and a half to write, but just a value-packed post of how the mechanics of selling a course go and how to start planning it. And this got people just really, really excited about creating their own stuff online. I don't know if you could tell at the time, it was probably 150 comments and it keeps growing. Okay. Next day, we get into talking sales pages, landing pages. Will's doing live trainings. Then again, as we get closer and closer to Black Friday, or sorry, Cyber Monday, stuff's coming, right? We're just hyping things up. I did, I think this is a Will post. No, another post on like, hey, here's the details. This was our like quote unquote launch post. These are all still in healthcare digital marketing. All right, all these good things are happening. Here's the details. Here's how many spots. Here's the price. Here's the bonus. Here's what you get. Holy cow, right? We're hyping it up. And then we show sort of a screenshot of what's going to be in the course. So this is all our quote unquote funnel for those of you who are wondering. We do another couple trainings. We release some lead magnets, and then Will says, hey, we decided that because at first we were only going to let 30 people in. We were going to keep it small. And then people are like, oh my gosh, you got to let more in. And so we decided, hey, we're going to open it up to everyone. It's going to be $97 on Cyber Monday. We opened it up with a live stream video. And in 24 hours, we had somewhere around 70, maybe 50 to 60 people get in. By the end of it, we had almost 100. And I just want to show you the funnel here for it, since that's what we're also hitting on. This stuff wasn't perfect, you guys. Like, I just want you to look what the funnel looked like here. We're just going to peruse it real quickly. Once we said, hey, it's live, this is what we gave to people. And I just want you to look at how we're selling here. okay? I'm spending a little bit more time on this one because I want you to see how we change things. We had a hype video for it. We had what you'll learn in the course. We had how the course works. We had there's a Facebook group. Who are these dudes, right? And I would have to go back and look at metrics for this on in the future, but this was the funnel. And the interesting thing is, if you look at what was the promise that we gave, it's a digital marketing library to grow your health-based brand and business online. It is vague, okay? And that's something that I want you to look for in the coming launches, how things change, okay? So that was our very first launch. That was the funnel. We ended up having somewhere around 100 people join, which just blew our minds. This was our very very first launch. And, 100, you can do the math, 100 times 97, we made just under $10,000 on it, which was just mind-blowing for us at the time and really showed the power of like, hey, this could happen. Fast forwarding about 2 months later, we reopened it. I'll just share real quick here. It's not as pertinent to see the next one, but I do want you to see how we got a little bit better with the messaging, the most extensive how-to digital marketing course for healthcare professionals. And we added in 8 weeks of 1-hour Facebook Live trainings. Interestingly, we upped it to 40 hours of instructional video. We were so over-delivering here. And we had some early bird stuff, right? We got a little bit cleaner in our funnel and looks a little bit like prettier maybe, but there's still plenty of stuff that we didn't know. Like, who's it for? If you want to do this, we want to be honest with you, only if you're the type of person who wants to control things. All right, boom. A lot of things that we didn't have in here that we used later, but this price went up from 97 to, I believe it was 497 on this launch, okay? Revenue-wise, we made about the same as on the first launch, which was interesting, okay? This is the first one. Pause here. I want you to just look at what stands out to you that we could have done better or different on this very first launch, okay? I want you to pick just mentally, I want you to write down, what did we do that made that launch successful? And what could we have done better? And I want you to look for the answer here as we show you the next couple of launches, okay? I got to pull up my notes because I want to make sure that I get everything. We got through timing, we got through offer validation. It was a how to do a bunch of crap in digital marketing, right? How to do a lot of things. Went from 97 to about 497. Perfect. Okay. That was the very first launch. Did we make it in 5 minutes? We didn't. 7. It's okay. It's okay. We can get through the rest in that time. Was that useful to go through? Yes or no? Like, was that useful to see start to finish how we did it? Facebook posts to an opt-in page or to a sales page and people bought. Okay. Next, I can't see any comments, so we'll see here. Hopefully y'all are still seeing me live. Boom. Oh, there's a bunch of you on here. Guys, you rock. There's 25 of you on here watching. Thank you all. This might have to be a 2-parter. Dude, I know. This is why I'm breaking the whole thing into 3 parts, because like there's a lot of stuff. So many features. So many features. All right. And by the way, I want to blaze through this because I want to get people like, I want you to see quick what's going on at a high level. What's going on at a high level? If you want the deep dive stuff, come talk to us. That's what we do in our groups every week, in our paid programs. Let's hit second thing, healthy funnel mastermind. So after the course, we decided, hey, actually people told us, hey, can I work with you one-on-one? Can I get a little bit more help? And so we decided, hey, we should put together a mastermind and work for 6 weeks one-on-one with people. So the validation of it was people telling us that they wanted to work with us a little more, but then we made a very specific Facebook post. So let me pull this up here so you can see it. And it was really cool as we shifted from a $97 product into a $297 product, what that did to our psyche. Like, Will, do you remember how scared we were to say $297? Oh my goodness. Guys, that's the biggest thing too. Your mindset is completely what's holding you back right now. If this is scary to you, if putting out $100 or a $300 or a $500 or $1,000, $2,000 product scares you right now, I can guarantee you it's your mindset holding you back. Yes, the tactics are important, but you're never going to do the tactics unless you first believe that it's possible for you and you feel good about what you're putting out. So I'm going to show you, let's just hit the screenshots here. I think this is so interesting. By the way, I hope this is okay that we're just kind of blazing through this, because I just want you to see at a quick glance. This is just like quick boom. Let's see as much as we can in as short a time as possible. Will simply frames our mastermind as a potential opportunity. We're actually not even saying, hey, we're going to do this. We're saying, hey, we've gotten interest in this. Here's what it would look like. We had a pretty clear offer. I want you to pause and look at the offer right now if you're on the replay. The offer is it's a 6-week mastermind. It's a group training program, group coaching, where we're going to solve these problems for you. We're looking for 4 to 6 people. We would meet each week. It'll cost $297, right? And then, oh, you can't see it, but we got about 30 people to respond on here. It was probably about 20 with our comments in there who responded and said me. That was our validation, okay? Fast forward to, so timing-wise, let's see, timing-wise, where were we at? So December 12th, we announced it. About a week later, December 18th, it's almost full. We had 2 spots left, and we were like, when I say 2 spots, we had, I'm trying to remember if we had, I think we had 4 people locked in and a bunch of other people on the fence, right? Say, hey, we're closing it. Here's who it's for. Here's what we'll cover. Interestingly, we ended up having 10 people in the mastermind. We decided that we could split it up into 2 groups, run them concurrently, and accept more people. Interesting principle here is have a deadline for your courses. Sorry, I'm getting loud. There we go. Mute myself. All right. But have a deadline and enforce that. Put some urgency on people. Okay. We almost doubled the number of people in the mastermind as we closed it because we had a day when we could close it. Okay. There was no funnel here, y'all. Like that was the funnel. The funnel was, hey, we have this product. If you're interested, comment below and we'll reach out to you. And then we talked with people through Messenger. We got on phone calls if necessary. We decided if it was right. I think they simply sent us a PayPal payment. There wasn't any special landing page, okay? That was our mastermind. It was so simple, okay? So simple to just like put a post out, say, hey, if you're interested, let us know. And then people got back to us, okay? Notice the differences between that launch and the one before it, okay? Next, let's move to social secrets. So that was number 2. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're cruising. That was a good one. All right, social secrets. Social secrets was a bonus to, initially, it was going to be a bonus to our Ads for PTs course, which was one of our flagship programs that we'll cover in 2 weeks. It was one of the bonuses. At first, I think we called it something like Organic Growth Secrets. And it was something that I had wanted to put together for so long because we were seeing what the organic side of things was doing for Will and I, meaning posting to Facebook. Even though we were teaching people how to run paid traffic, how to run paid ads, we were doing it all growing organically ourselves with some paid traffic, but the organic side is what was building our business. And so we started seeing like, oh, there are these things that we just keep doing. There's these certain posts that we make and this certain way that we use these platforms. And gosh, it would be so cool to just start sharing this sort of social media hacks that we're using. Who remembers back in the day, about a year ago, maybe, gosh, even a year and a half ago, the Tuesday Night Fevers that were just going rampant for a while. Any Tuesday Night Fever fans out there? If you remember Tuesday Night Fever, just put TNF. Because for an entire year straight, every single Tuesday night, I did a live stream called Tuesday Night Fever. And it really pushed me to create more content. It pushed me to innovate, and it pushed me to commit and be consistent. It's something I love that period where I was creating consistently, and things started to come out of that. And so what first started as a bonus was has become like probably what Will is saying right now. It's still the most underrated online programs. Yeah, actually, it's 197. I think it's 147 still. Will, I don't think we ever finished the. I don't ever think we upped the price on it. Amy, good to see you on here. Thanks for coming on. Damon remembers Tuesday Night Fever. Jeremy remembers it. Eric remembers it. I love it. So Tuesday Night Fever, in my mind, birthed the beginnings of my portion of Social Secrets. And I want you to see here how Social Secrets came about. This is a very interesting evolution of a course. And I think this can very closely mirror what happens for you guys. So let me go pull up Social Secrets. And I just want to show you how it started as a live stream, and then another live stream, and then another live stream. And then it simply morphed into this entire product that has actually done really well for us. And it's just a ridiculously amazing product. It's a really, really good course for the price that it is. So this was the very first Tuesday Night Fever where I really started sharing the types of things that we ended up teaching in Social Secrets. How to never run out of content ideas, right? I'm really working on my posts here. And I want you to notice the similarities between these posts. This is what we teach in Social Secrets. So here's this post in October. By November, Will was doing amazing Instagram trainings. We did a super big Instagram training. Check out the number of comments on here. Oh my goodness. Then we start doing, hey, how to grow a Facebook group, how to write posts that get massive attention on Facebook. We started announcing our live streams really well. Look at all the comments on here, getting people excited about it. Look at the way that we write the posts. These are all things that end up playing so strongly into our social media presence now. And then this post came about, and so critical for me in what I learned with this one. I just wish that you could stop and study this, and I want you to pull out lessons from here right now. Like literally, I want you to look at this post and just tell me, what do you learn about good social media posts from this one? And I'm not saying it's because I made it, but it's just we model what works. And so I pull what works from lots of different people. I pull what works from Josh Forty. I pull what works from Russell Brunson. I pull what works from Greg Todd, and we bring it all together. And my goal is to synthesize all of those things into a formula. Like that's just how my brain works. And ultimately, that's how my brain ends up giving the information to you guys. Is I sift through all the crap and I pull out what's the formula, and then we make that a program. Like that's how this works. And that's how it should be working for you and your clients too. But this one just did so much for me in validating what we were teaching and showing that people had a massive interest in this stuff. So if you look at how many comments there were, it was just ridiculous. And it birthed a cheat sheet. And I want to show you what that cheat sheet is. It's called the Perfect Post Formula Cheat Sheet. Y'all can go get it right now if you want at healthyfunnel.com/perfectpost. This is the funnel that birthed Social Secrets. So this is the Perfect Post Formula Cheat Sheet. This one, people had a lot of context before they were sent here to this page. So there's very little explanation of what the cheat sheet is because they were coming straight from that video, okay? So they would put their stuff in here, they would get the formula. Then this is like the most funnel we've probably made, or at least that I've made. Will's actually made really super solid funnels. I shouldn't discount that at all. But in terms of like Russell Brunson style funnels, this is a very Russell Brunson style funnel. Hey, the download's on the way. Alex looks really tired here. But let us, before we share it, here's a 4-minute video. Sorry, a 1-minute video kind of bridging people from the free PDF into, hey, here's what Social Secrets is about. If you don't want it, that's fine. If you do want it, boom, it bridges into our Social Secrets sales page, okay? This is the actual sales page. It's live right now. If you go to socialsecrets101.com, you can check it out. And this is the page. And so I want you to notice, how does this improve over our last launches? Really critical changes here because we grew like 8-9 months difference here, right? Almost a year's worth of difference in how we're doing it. What do you notice about the difference of our promise? I want you to go back, if you remember back to the promise that I said we had in our other posts or in our other launches versus the promise here, okay? This program did very well for us. It still actually does. It's also ridiculously good. And so it keeps selling itself because people have good experiences with it and tell their friends. But it's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's YouTube, and it's LinkedIn plus a bonus, right? Just in terms of what's the offer. And it's a pure course. It's not a coaching program. And I think it's sitting at 147 right now, right? So this is the funnel, okay? I want you to think about from a logistics standpoint, you creating something like this. And it's really interesting. The funnel here it's at 147. I have the metrics up because I thought it was so interesting. Metrics for this are a 12% purchase rate, which is decent on the page itself. And then that's lower than I would want, but it's fine. It brought in about 7,000 for us in revenue. 70% upsell rate though. Really interesting. 70% upsell rate on a $27 order bump here. So a very high order bump rate on that. And it was just something that I kind of thought of last minute. It's like, oh yeah, people really do want this. And it's actually, it should be worth way more than 27. But that's Social Secrets, okay? That's the story of it. That's how we posted about it. I guess I should just show you the last few posts as we went from perfect post formula style stuff to actually posting about it. Here we go. We started doing videos. Here we go. And we start hyping it up, right? Look at how many comments there are there. We have a big hype post saying, hey, it's coming. And then it goes live. All right. You can look at this post and sort of see how do we structure our launch posts here. And again, this one did really well for us. and then we follow up with people, okay, in live streams, and we continue sending people there, right? This is a campaign. And I want you to think about the difference between a campaign and like a landing page, or the difference between a campaign and a funnel. A campaign drives people to the funnel. And that's what we teach you how to do in Launch Code is, how do I create campaigns? How do I figure out what people want, market it, sell it, and deliver on it? Okay, that's Social Secrets. How am I doing on time? Oh, we're so good. All right, next one. You guys liking it? Is this stuff good? Let me know if this is good. If this is good stuff, like smash that like and love button for me, please. It would really help. There's the way Facebook works is every time you hit that button, literally like every time you hit that button, Facebook says, hey, this video must be half decent. Maybe we'll let someone else in healthcare digital marketing know about it. And with the 3,000 people now that we have, it makes a big difference for every single little time you push it. So please, we would love you to do that if it's good stuff for you. And I know this is not the most interactive of live streams. This is like pure teaching, like let's go, 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 go. Maybe as questions come in, since it's so rapid fire tonight, I can do a follow-up Q&A here over the next couple of days, okay? All right, next one is make money in class. And this was a project that Will had wanted to do forever and had been pushing and pushing and pushing. And I'm so glad he made it happen because it's such a good program. And I feel like we haven't sold it nearly to the degree that we could because we're focused on kind of the primary revenue streams in our business, but it's something that's aimed at helping students create income streams for themselves in class. It's literally the long form of the title is how to make money while bored in class, which I just love. But I want to just show you the very first Facebook post that Will put out about this and show you how sometimes it takes us a while to get stuff put out there. It does take time to make this stuff happen. So go check it out here. Let's see, that's Social Secrets. No, that's the waitlist. So the very first thing is we did a waitlist. Okay, let's go find the actual posts. So we did a waitlist video almost, gosh, it had to been almost 2 years ago, November 26, 2018. Sorry, a little over a year ago. So November 26th, he hypes it up. Really, really good hype post, right? You can read through this. And then ultimately, as he gets to, I should let this play so y'all can see it. And then he says, hey, comment, make money if you want to join the waitlist. Now, we don't always do waitlists for our programs, but when we do, it works well. This was the waitlist. So he sends them to a waitlist funnel. You can go check it out. It's at makemoneinclass.com/waitlist. Really important here, testimonials. Right? And you started seeing testimonials come into play with Social Secrets. So this was Make Money in Class. And then we moved to, let's go grab this, Make Money in Class - sign up, which, hey, if you still want to sign up for it, I think it's open. But we had helped 4 people as students. They came on as interns for Healthy Funnel, and we started helping them make money. And a couple of them really started taking off with it. And they still have their agencies that they created during that time. So we said, hey, let's create a course that mimics what we did with these people. And we'll just put a labor of love together to make this happen. So again, look at the promise here versus the early promises that we'd had, okay? I want you to make inferences, like figure out what are we doing differently here versus the promises that we were giving early on. Early on, the promises were around, hey, it's 40 hours of video. Hey, it's a complete digital marketing library versus, hey, it's a course that teaches you skills to make money during school, or Social Secrets, explode your audience in 2019, right? The promise becomes much more clear as we move on, and that's what creates more sales. That's what creates more excitement, more energy, more driving people to actually make a purchase, not how many videos you have. Okay. And I really want you to be wary of that as you're creating your own programs. Like people don't care. People do not care about how many videos you have, about how many years of experience you have, about all the like gadgets and gizmos that they get along with it. That's not the primary decision-making material. The primary decision-making material is, does the promise satisfy what I want right now, or does it not? And if I'm not sure what the promise is, why would I buy the thing? Why would I spend my money on it unless I have certainty that the thing that I'm buying is going to satisfy the desire I have? Ooh, replay that part again if you didn't catch that. Okay, this is our funnel. Does this sound like you? Here's who you are. You're in lots of student debt. You like these certain things. Hey, we're going to teach you how to be a CEO, not just a technician. We're going to teach you how to be a rainmaker. We're going to teach you how to make money in class, right? Now you can see this funnel, like this thing's amazing. MakeMoneyInClass.com/sign up if you want to go see what the whole funnel is, right? And we do put, what are the modules? What are the things that you're going to learn? But that's not the primary thing. Okay. The primary thing is the promise and who it's for. And if they resonate with, yes, this is me and this is what I want, perfect. Then what's left? Oh, who are these people? Have they helped anyone else do it before? Do they have any testimonials? Yes. Okay. That is Make Money in Class. Last one. By the way, guys, still with me? If you're still with me, say still here. This is deep. We're like 50 minutes into it. I literally have 5 minutes before date night. So we're going to finish with Facebook for PTs. And then I want you to ask questions like crazy. And I promise if there are questions, I will answer them with a follow-up live stream later this week. If I can get to it tomorrow, I will. If not, it might have to be Wednesday. Last one, Facebook for PTs. Okay. Did I cover everything on that one? We got what the funnel was. We got the validation. We got the timing. Oh, I didn't show you timing of it. The timing was November. We started it. And March, I should show you this because this is an important part. March, we released it. And here's Will's launch post. Okay. Again, look at what are the principles that we're using when we're launching. Okay. Pull these out. Like I'm hand feeding you. Here's how it happens. Okay. Hey, it's officially happening. Okay. I'll let you read this on your own time. But right, we're just hyping it up. We're getting people excited about it. Look at how excited Will is in this post. The energy that you give out is the energy that people will give back to you. So if I'm here and I'm teaching, hi guys. So today I'm going to teach you some pretty good stuff. About funnels. I want to teach you like how we write posts, and it's pretty good stuff if you want it, right? No, that's low energy. Low energy will bring you low results. So get excited about what you're doing. And it doesn't mean that you have to be this 10x character. It just means be passionate about what you want. There's different ways to be passionate about what you want. I have my own way of doing it. Will has his own way of doing it. Greg Todd has his own way of doing it. Lots of other people. Jeremy Sutton has his own way of doing it. I don't care what your energy level is in terms of the hype. I care what your energy level is in terms of the passion for you that you have for the people that you're helping with it. And if that shines through, that's what matters. Okay. I'm willing to sit here on a Monday night when I should have date night. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I spent the past 2 hours preparing this for you guys because it's so important to me that you can understand this for yourself. Okay. So care about what you're doing. If you don't care about what you're doing and you're doing it purely for money, that will show through. And people will not be moved by you. So focus on why you're doing it in the first place. There's so much passion behind this, and there was so much like movement behind this for Will because this was such a passion project and it showed through. And Will, people got great results with this thing. So the thing is, like, be excited about what you're doing. Okay. We'll end the funnel there. All right. Last one is Facebook for PTs. This is another Will Boyd mastery moment. Will realized, hey, we don't have anything low priced. We don't have anything that can lead people into understanding Facebook at a low price and like just learning the basics. And so the validation was we knew that people wanted it from the content we were putting out, right? Anytime we put out content on, hey, here's how to understand and use Facebook for your business. People liked it. People engaged with it. Cool. Validation. That's it. Do people like what you're putting out? Are people engaging with it? Sweet. Keep doing more of that. If they're not, it's either the content, it's how you're talking about it in your energy level, or it's how you're using the rules of the game. Ooh, that was a good formula. Go back and listen to that. Okay. But we realized that people did like it. And so we'll put a Facebook post out. And let me pull up the Facebook post. And again, this one is all on Will. Will does a lot of our really good front end marketing efforts. It's just, I just have to give so much credit to Will for all these. All right. Facebook for PTs. Let's pull this up. I hope this is so useful, you guys. I really do. I went and I spent so much time finding all these different like posts for you and trying to find all the funnels and everything. And I know that it's not all perfect right now. I know it's not all put together in like perfect little PowerPoints. But we're doing the best that we can. We're taking imperfect action, just getting this stuff out to you. This is why I ask you, if you want this in more of a PDF format, we can figure out how to deliver that to you. If you want it in more of a mini course where it's more bite-sized, we can figure that out too. Will and I are still trying to figure out, in all honesty, we're trying to figure out what the lead-in is to Launch Code, because Launch Code is it's a flagship program for us, and we're trying to figure out, okay, what comes before Launch Code, and so this is part of that. This is figuring out what helps you guys move forward and what helps you figure out that, yes, I can do this, and gives you momentum. And hopefully this is something that does, and I hope you appreciate it. So something is coming. Let's zoom this in real quick. Something's coming. Oh my goodness. I'll let you read this on your own, but it's the first comprehensive guide we've ever written, Will's ever written, because I didn't really write this. This is all Will. Okay. Massive shout out to Will for just like rocking this entire thing. And then all you have to do is comment Facebook. 200 comments. Okay, ridiculous amount of comments. I think it's got even more now. So this was the announcement post that we did on May 21st, and then about a month later, this post was so big I had to do it June 10th. So about a month, it's finally here. Again, look at the energy that's displayed on here. I'm going to start this over. You can like go back and watch the video. It's finally here. Awesome, awesome. All these different things that we talk about. If you'd like a guide for $19, comment guide, and I'll send you the link. Now's what I want you to look at. Just, okay. Oh, pause right there. That happened very quickly. I don't know if you can see this. Did you see how many comments there were? There are 521 comments on this post. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Guys, like this is just a masterclass in good copywriting. Okay. Go study these things. They're so good. If you want all the formulas and like understanding the minutia behind it all, come talk to us. This is what we do this is what we help people with. When people ask, Alex, Will, what do you do? This is what we do. My family has no clue still. Like they still have no clue. I help people make money on Facebook, Mom. But this moved into Facebook for Physical Therapists, the course guide. Okay. So literally the funnel was Facebook post to this funnel. We'll go through this funnel real quick here. Super simple. Did a mock-up of the Facebook for Physical Therapists. We have a quick little primer on, hey, here's what it does. Step-by-step formula we teach our students is in this guide, right? It's not super fancy. It's not. Let's look at metrics of this thing real quick. Brought in $2,000, sold 83 copies of it, plus 44% upsell rate on a little Content Factory one-time offer. That's crazy. Like that's a lot. So great front end product and something that Will just poured his heart and soul into. Okay. It is date night time. I'm going to be late for date nights if I don't go. So I'm going to just ask you right now, first of all, was this valuable for you? And if so, I would love to know, what would you like to know for next week? Things that I went through today. I went through a ton of stuff. This was a lot. Next week has only 2. Okay. We went through 5 tonight. Next week is 2. Next week is going to be part 2, where we dive into our recurring revenue products. So if you've been thinking about, I want recurring revenue, how do I make that happen? That's what I'm going to be diving deep into. But I want to know, was the format useful tonight? Going through those things that we did, what did we cover? We covered the funnels, we covered social media posts, the timing, how we validated it, what our offer was, and a little bit of campaign metrics. Was that useful? If so, what would you like to see differently next time? Or what was the most useful this time? Okay. I would love for you to take 30 seconds to just give us feedback. Next week, I'll be back Monday, whatever Monday is. It's during some little national championship football game. I don't know. Sorry, LSU fans and Auburn fans, but we will do it during that because that's when I got time for it. And I just hope that this has been useful. As I went through and looked at these posts, I just realized how incredible it is that there's just these guiding principles that over and over and over keep coming up, and we got better at things over time. And hopefully you saw these are the things that made it work for us over time, and these are the things that we had to change. Okay. Hope you pulled some of those out. Let me know what your biggest takeaways were and what you'd like to see next week. Thank you guys so much. You rock. I'm going to go have date night. I appreciate you for being here. There are 15 of you still on here after like 45 minutes. Y'all rock. Thank you so much. We love you. And if you want help with this stuff, reach out to us. We have a program called Launch Code that walks people step by step through how to set all this up for themselves. And you can check out and see if this is something that's right for you right now or not. Okay. We love you guys. Go make it happen. And just remember, you control where you end up in life. So focus on the things that you want instead of things that you don't want, and then take massive imperfect action until you get there. Love you guys. We will see you on the next one. Bye.